Thank you, Steve, for having me. It's kind of awkward for me to say Miles Guo and whistleblower movement was right. As you mentioned, Miles had basically reviewed what's behind the CCP and what they were about to do at the time. In November 2020, he basically told the world that the CCP used all kind of fraudulent activities, and not just a single one of them, multi-fronts, multiple layers of those fraudulent activities carefully planned way ahead to steal this election. And today I want to fill in the blanks because Miles Guo made a bold claim and many people laughed at him in 2020 November. And he said, this is not an election. This is not a presidential election between Biden and Trump versus Trump. This is actually an election between Xi Jinping's Chinese Communist Party and America. And I wanted to help your audience to understand why he said that. You need to understand why Biden must steal the election and why the Xi Jinping, the CCP, had to, whatever cost they have to pay, they have to help Biden to win this election. You need to understand why. This all comes back to the laptop from hell, which has been buried and dismissed as Russia disinformation. I think just a few days after the New York Post broke the story, I think 51 intelligence officers saying, hey, this is Russia. Smells like an information operation from a adversary state. But wait a second. Does people know what's in this laptop? Of course not. But this is where I want to link everything together for you. So you knew Miles was taken away by FBI on March 15th, 2023, only 6 hours after his arrest. His Sherry Neslan Hotel, which is a very classic high-end residence in the heart of the Manhattan, New York. And mysteriously, the fire engulfed the entire apartment. But on top of it, the partition wall between two rooms, one is piano room and theater room, was chiseled open. You know what's inside the partition wall? It was top secret recording of the conversation between Xi Jinping and the then Vice President Joe Biden on political matters concerning these two countries. And on top of it, there are massive amount of financial corruption dealings, evidence between the Biden's family and CCP leaders. Wang Qishan, the vice president then. But more so, was missing, is Hunter Biden's hard drives, USBs with audios, videos, photos of Hunter Biden, dining and business negotiation and entertainment in Pangu Hotel in Beijing with CCP intelligence agents. Okay, and who owns the Pangu Hotel? I don't have to say that again. Miles Guo's family trust owning the Pangu Hotel. So all of those things are gone after Miles Guo was taken away by the FBI. So, and those evidence dates back to 2010.